far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you come to enjoy the waters of the curative spring yourself? The injury I sustained in Her Majesty's defense is healing steadily. Yet 'twill be some time before I am ready to leave. Though I am grateful for this opportunity to convalesce, I grow restless, as there is a matter I wish to investigate post-haste. Perhaps I wish to know the identity of the villain who orchestrated the attempt on the Empress's life. The rogue you captured has been questioned at length, but last I heard has yet to reveal this information. Methinks you might fare better at breaking his silence.
I am confident we shall see this matter to a successful conclusion. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
There's a tavern that stocks
Pray, allow me to open your chest.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle. And I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
What are ye doing here? Come to laugh at me, have ye? Suppose it must make ye feel a hero, seeing the man ye caught yourself sitting behind bars. But ye ain't fool enough to think the Empress is safe now I'm in here, are ye? Coin's a fine thing. Even in a place like this, it's got its uses. Reckon ye must be touched in the head, giving coin to a would-be murderer just to hear his story. Still, suppose I'm no longer a part of this, so I'll tell ye a little something, as thanks for your generosity, cuz. I got this job by way of the coral snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake. Lucky for ye, there's one right here in the jail.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
So, the brigand claims to have been employed by the coral snakes. Interesting. Whoever is truly behind this has covered their tracks well. But if Her Majesty is to be protected, we must flush the betrayer out at all costs. Might I beg a moment of your time, Sir Arisen? What I'm about to reveal is known only to a select few in all Betrayal. I trust you will be prudent. During his interrogation, the brigand let slip that another assassin would be sent to kill the Empress. In the name of caution, Her Majesty has taken up residence in a location known only to me. There she will remain till the danger has passed. My plan is thus. You will inform the coral snakes of the Empress's location. A false one, of course. tell them that you have her in your custody, and that if they wish to confirm her identity, they must come to the empty abode south along Flamebearer Palace Road. It is my hope that this will lure the mastermind to the fore. For you.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
We're here, Master. We shall remain here.
What do you want? You've got the Empress? This some kind of jape? Suppose the fact you're telling this to me means you're in the know. You one of us? Right then. I'll pass these tidings along to our interested party. Where should I tell them to find you? The empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path, is it? Fair enough. Fear not. I'll arrange for the interested party to meet you in the empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path.
I know just the person we need, and where we must go to meet with them. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well met. What's to do?
Sir Arisen, I take it you have given the Coral Snakes the information we discussed. Then the villain behind Her Majesty's assassination will doubtless be compelled to act with all due haste. And so must we. Let us begin our preparations presently.
Our preparations are complete. Shall we make for the empty house in Betrayal? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Might I implore you to play the part of a bandit, Sir Arisen? As one of Her Majesty's champions, my face is like as not to be known to our villain. I have also employed the aid of a woman resembling Her Majesty in stature and build. She will fulfill the role of Empress during the exchange.
No, Manella. We must go ourselves.
Your Majesty, I don't think... Should the ruse be discovered too soon, the renegade may flee and escape justice. We must confront them, so that our land and its people may ne'er endure such uncertainty again. Understood. Then I shall guard your Majesty with my life. We must needs be ready for whate'er comes, Sir Arisen. Pray, tell me when you are prepared.
So, a bit of trickery is in order. Rest assured, Master, that we pawns shall be watching over you all the while.
I suspect the villain will approach under cover of night. Are your preparations concluded? I am glad to hear it, and not a moment too soon. We have received word that someone approaches our location. Find a way to loosen the villain's tongue. I shall remain hidden till the opportune moment presents itself. May all go as planned.
I am come. Would you kindly open the door?
I see our goal has...
Let us not waste time. I am here to confirm the identity of your captive and naught else. Where might she be?
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Indeed. 'Tis the Empress and none other. Fortunately for you. Had it been anyone else, your head would now be free of its shoulders. 'Tis by the coral snake's failure that she yet lives. I trust you are prepared to rectify this mistake. Go on. Kill her. That is far enough. You must forgive me. I suspected foul dealings from the moment I heard the Empress was being held here. However, with this display you have earned my trust. In truth, she cannot die here. We must have her meet her, and in a place more fitting. Tell me, do you know what it takes to inspire action in this world? Tragedy. Yes, tragedy. The emotion that floods forth in the wake of such events can change the world entire.
Consider what a tragedy of singular measure, such as that of a great leader martyred for her ideals, could achieve. Why, the flames of revolution would burn eternal.
A worthy funeral pyre for an empress, wouldn't you agree? And so Her Majesty's tragedy must be made a spectacle of, that all Batal might bear witness and shed tears of blood.
So this was your aim. It all becomes clear. On your knees. We have you surrounded. Sir Armhild! So it was you!
Manella, this little ruse was your doing, I suppose. And as for your Majesty, I must say I am disappointed. You would go so far to save your own neck, rather than do what is best for the future of this country.
We understand what you desired to achieve, yet we also believe that no ideal can truly be born from bloodshed. Perhaps you will ponder this in your solitude. By our authority as Empress, we hereby place you under arrest.
Sir Armhild's was a vile plot. I only hope she's the last villain seeking to advance her reign through murder.
We pity Ermhild, but her ideals are not our own. We do not believe that Betrayal would be best served by a martyred empress.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods alone. That is, if you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
I can't let you get away.
Steel yourself! That's enough!
Well, but I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. Oh no, I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Aye? Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time. Show them your mettle!
Steel yourself! You're made of tougher stuff!
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he really?
I know not what to say.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close.
We must rest. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Is this the abode of the Good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? With my gratitude. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. There is a service we would ask of you. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Batal has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its Empress is widely known. I dare say even a common soldier would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen.
We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks.
Now, let us be off. We ought not to delay our departure any further.
Pray, remain vigilant while escorting Empress Nadinia. We pawns shan't follow, that you might attract less notice.
Right you are.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
How might I be of service?
I beg you, I need that medicine.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastren.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, Your Majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destiny. Perhaps the Good Arisen would assist this gentleman in Her Majesty's stead.
What? You in the market for some medicine as well? A likely story. I heard you whispering out there. You mean what a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end. Well, 'tis a princely sum to pay on behalf of a common beastren. But I'll take it. Can't afford to refuse a deal that sweet. The medicine's all yours.
This is the medicine I need. You give it to me, sir? Oh, happiest of days. My wife is saved. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir. I shall ne'er forget this good turn you've done me.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover. We shall...
Come. We've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau. We ought make haste.
What might you be looking for? Another errand,
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets, believe me.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime of your own doing.
What o' it? You're a beastron too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we can survive in this city. Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. Heartless knaves. I've wasted enough time here. I'm off. Oh, son of a...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the jail with you.
"'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on.
Such quietude is a blessing.
We have arrived at last. Thank you kindly, Sir Arisen. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. Prithee await our return here. We are grateful for your patience. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau who offer, namely, to create a place where the beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Betrayal has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good. Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering her support from the shadows. But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the...
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Brothas, founder of Vermund. Oh yes, 'twas none other than a beastron who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we have witnessed this night. Past wars twixt Vermund and Betrayal have done much to worsen beastrons standing here. This we cannot deny. Yet, as ruler of a beastron nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoe'er they may tread. And we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain, shall be in alignment with our own. We bid you good night, Sir Arisen.
'Tis a relief to know that you delivered Empress Nadinia safely to her destination. Excellent work.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
any. Boots laced.
A good sleep would...
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel...
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. Lots to do. And precious little time. Off we trot. I'll not take that from you.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
That's worth celebrating.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now, two parties.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down the door.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be prepared.
Of course.
We meet again. Fancy hiring me on? Your purse will be the lighter for it, mind you. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wager that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this. I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen true. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right. Let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I quite agree.